you gotta stay alive. Remember to survive. If you gotta choose to live or die, choose to stay alive. You gotta stay alive. Stay alive.
I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do.
So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring? How so?
Space is empty. Not much to do.
Try to stay alive. Try to stay alive.
What truth is that?
Walking through the wild to survive.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
Try to stay alive.
Hunter, what I most appreciate is that you always know when to say nothing.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
Step through portal.
Hello?
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there. Like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Your fate is sealed. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. It's all coming back to me.
Yours. As long as I get to hit you back. They just don't know when to quit.
It's your time now!
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Come to me, Costas. I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Interesting.
It's about time.
Whatever works for you.
Go.
I need a medic here!
Never surrender!
For a height!
I will remember your face.
Have the upper hand for now.
The helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
time. At least Hydra Green is iconic. If you're a low-rent mercenary, I mean. That was something.
Where do you think you're going?
You know you're too strong for that. Not a problem. It isn't going to work.
For victory! This should help.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All these muscles of this mother!
Think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already. Thank you, friend.
Your time has come.
Hail back.
Take this.
We serve until the end.
Follow my lead!
We'll suffer an eye for an eye. Nothing to...
That helicopter's about to take off, and with it, any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
We will stop it.
Ready up. As they say, it gets the job done.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
You're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life.
That's your strength.
That's how that works.
Watch that one! Regroup at position Tango. Engaging target.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come many forms. You were too weak for this fight.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Seriously, this is about as celebratory as I get, unless there's boba.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky, trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the transdimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Welcome, Hunter.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter?
We're ending their war. It's a slow burn, but we'll get there.
So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring? How so?
Space is empty. There's not much to do on that journey but look at the scenery. Even then, it's hard to tell you're actually moving. Kind of like highway driving through Nebraska. Sorry if I'm ruining any romantic notions of space travel.
You have not ruined anything.
That's a relief. I know my perspective is skewed. I take it for granted sometimes, and I really shouldn't. It's not all a big pile of nothing. Saturn is lovely in person. Every time I'm near, I take a pit stop on one of its moons. Just sit there and appreciate the cosmos. You're not half bad, Hunter.
Good day, Hunter. I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered, together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. Hunter, hello. There's something you need to read.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wondergore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the Blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
She believes in our purpose. Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child? Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck. Never a dull moment.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
There are cracks in this wall. The goddess must be busy. Blessings of the goddess. That is something. Fascinating. Interesting. Curious. Oster smiles upon me.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
The Goddess of Order approves. This rubble looks loose. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. What is this? Intriguing. Ah, I see. Noble Oster guides my hand. The standing stones. There is powerful magic at work here. My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The great seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns. This is which sign? Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods. Grave of Jeremiah Kane, another host of the Spirit of Vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a Ghost Rider. Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. This does not work. The old magic still holds.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning.
That is something. It is one of the elemental rods. Patterns do not match. That is not it. What was Wanda up to here?
Really be you? Come closer. I want to get a better look at you. After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only...
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
Oh, you are gonna love this. How's it going, boss? Let's see what we got here. How does this look? We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
Farewell.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. Ready for more?
Lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Let's see if you're as good as they say. You are a capable...
Peace.
I've done some danger room training at the X-Mansion, and you were much more challenging.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, what I most appreciate is that you always know when to say nothing. Thank you for the quiet. We must do this again.
A worthy hangout, Hunter. Glad that didn't turn into a chugging contest. We've got a world to save.
I've got a kid I send on missions sometimes.
Is it odd that now I have a craving for some chicken?
for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
I feel like we left things unfinished, Hunter. If you're free, I'd like to talk. Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
The world is at risk of being consumed by Lilith. We cannot afford to leave any stone unturned, even if it means upsetting you.
It's not my feelings I'm worried about. The last time I gave someone free rein at the library, it cost us dearly. I'm not sure we can handle any more unexpected calamities around here.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.